Argument Alice, Framework Freddy, Comparison Connie, Structure Sam, Delivery Danny, Rebuttal Rosie are the Dialogy Debate Super Team. They are here to help develop your superpowers.
Hello everyone, Delivery Danny here, and I'm going to train you in the art of delivery. Our lesson today will focus on the important skill of effective hand gestures. Although it will probably come as a surprise, communication scholars from around the world estimate that only 5 to 10% of communication is verbal. The other 90 to 95% is nonverbal. That means we must captivate our audience with nonverbal communication techniques like hand gestures, stage movements, and facial expressions. Moreover, nonverbal communication is proven to help speakers memorize essential points and communicate complex concepts. You may notice gestures and expressions are used in everyday speaking, but just because we use them daily doesn't mean we are using them effectively. In fact, our nonverbal communication can actually distract from our speech instead of making it better. So let's talk about some of the ways we can improve our hand gestures during a speech. The first rule of effective hand gestures is to stay in the box. For those of you wondering, no, you shouldn't stand in a box while speaking. By stay in the box, I mean your hand gestures should generally go no higher than your shoulders and no lower than your hips. When we limit our hand gestures to this area, it helps to eliminate overly dramatic and distracting movements. However, following this rule too closely can also be distracting. If your hand gestures are too small, you may be suffering from a condition known as T-Rex arms. This is when your elbows appear glued to your sides, and your hand gestures provide little information to the audience. Going outside of the box is okay in a few instances, but this should only be done when planned. The second rule is to plan your use of hand gestures. When practicing our speech, we should always look for an opportunity to insert meaningful hand gestures in the same way we mark our speeches for lines that require special delivery, like a note to slow down, enunciate, or pause. For example, hand gestures are great when we transition from one idea to the next, or whenever we are listing our points. Even simple hand gestures like holding up one finger for your first point, 2 fingers for your second point, or 3 fingers for your third point can improve the quality of your speech because it takes the order of your points and puts them into a symbol the judge can see too. Planning hand gestures has the additional benefit of making us more confident speakers. The third and final rule is to ensure that our gestures are both natural and smooth. Robotic and choppy hand gestures can make a speaker appear unorganized, unprepared, and nervous. Remaining calm and steady while using hand gestures shows confidence and proves that you are human. Now that we know the 3 main rules for effective hand gestures, it is time to practice. By staying in the box, planning our hand gestures, and focusing on natural and smooth movements, you too can use effective hand gestures in your speech. Keep in mind that the best way to practice hand gestures is with someone else. Take turns watching each other speak and ask for feedback on your hand gestures. You can even film yourself presenting your speech if no one is around. Good luck!